always on the brink of failure. Where you can't perform effectively. Where you never see results. God wants you to thrive in the workplace. Remember the words of Solomon. To find satisfaction in all his toil. This is the gift of God. Ecclesiastes 3:13. Neither does God want you to be defeated at home. Sometimes in our home life, we can disrespect. Sometimes the home life is shattered. And we feel that it's beyond repair. He doesn't want your family life to be filled with stress and tension and resentment. He wants husband and wives to enjoy each other. He wants children and parents to laugh together. He wants to give you ownership, to give you dominion in this area. It's the same with your finances. You don't have to be rich to live a financial abundance. Of course, you do need money. There's no question about that, brothers and sisters. But you also need ability to experience contentment. God wants to give you peace in your financial life. He wants to give you ownership in this area. It also applies to your spiritual life. For those of you who are struggling with sin, struggling with obedience, struggling with burnout, struggling with living in an emotional battle, I want you to know that God will give you dominion in this area too. You can experience love and joy and peace, and patience and kindness and goodness and faithfulness and gentleness and self-control. These are your inheritance. He's waiting for you to take them. If you would just make the move. It's time to state your claim, my brothers and sisters. Look at your life. Look at every place you set your foot. Home, worship, church, ministry, little league, the golf course, your neighborhood, your social life, your health, your finances, your extended family, on and on. Decide today to believe that God wants to give you dominion in these areas of your life, especially in these areas. And as he promised Joshua in verse number 5, no one will be able to stand up against you all the days of your life. Does that mean Joshua never lost a battle? Of course not. But it does mean that he lived his life in victory in the shadow of God's provision. You can too. State your claim. And thirdly, claim your claim. God said to Joshua in verse number 5, as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. These words were echoed in the book of Hebrews. Never will I leave you. Never will I forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. And they're similar to the last words spoken by Jesus on planet Earth. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. Matthew 20:20. Believers, whether you realize it or not, whether you acknowledge it or not, you are never out of God's sight. He sees you all the time. He's with you all the time. He watches over you all the time. I want you to understand this. And accept it and believe it and claim the promise. God is with you.